talking about being so glad that her partner was in education instead of a police officer, or detective like Jacob. Let me know down below. Do y'all think that Elon was right about him? What do y'all think he was really doing out there? Because he was acting very suspicious. Same time, I wouldn't be shocked. I definitely Tomas turned Cat down because he don't think that they ready. He thinks that one thing gonna lead to another. He talked about her possibly being pregnant or getting pregnant and everything else. Then at the end of their scene, he was just helping her look for a place. Leslie tried to get Eva to work for her, but she declined. Derek decided that he was gonna take the job, but he wanted to report directly to Eva instead of Leslie. Ashley and Shanice was just talking about Ashley's 1 year anniversary at work. Eli tried to get Naomi to talk Jacob out of the assignment. How do y'all feel about that? Hold on. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think that Elon was right to do that? Do y'all think that Naomi was right? Because she was just telling him that he should trust his son and he don't put in all this worry, but you could tell that she was worried. You could definitely tell that she was worried. I was like, I kind of see what she's saying, but at the same time, it is a dangerous situation. And I think the way they keep talking about it, it kind of seems like Jacob gonna get hurt. It kind of seems like Jacob gonna get hurt or Elon will. I don't know. We'll see. But hey y'all, welcome back to another video. This is for Beyond the Gates, February 25th, 2026. First things first, let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Hold on. What did y'all think about the episode? So first we're gonna start with Kat and Tomas. So she was saying that she wanted to move in with him, and he was like, "What changed?" Because he asked her months ago to move in, and she was like, "She finna be homeless," and he was like, "What are you talking about?" So she ends up saying that Chelsea and Madison get married, so she think that they gonna be living there, so she wanted to move in with him. Long story short, he told her no, that basically she using him as a last resort. She tried to explain that that ain't that, that ain't that this is not that or whatever. But he was like, it'll basically be a domino effect because if they start living together, she could end up pregnant and all this other stuff. And I was like, look at here. Hold on. Excuse me. But I was like, I don't know. He got a point, but how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all believe that, or do y'all think that he just changed his mind because he don't got that position? What do y'all thoughts? Let me know down below. But yeah, she is because she said that she didn't want to move in with him, and I think she should have stuck to what she said. But by the end of that saying, she was convinced to find her own place. He started helping her look for it. She ended up calling Vanessa to help her search for a place. Next we got Leslie and Eva. Leslie was just trying to get Eva to work for her because Eva was trying to explain different things that she needed. She needed a permit and everything. And that's when she started trying to convince her. Eva was like she like her job and she don't want to leave it. So Derek came in, he heard them talking about the permit and everything, and he was explaining things. So Eva started trying to convince him to work for them and stuff, and he was like, no, he doesn't want to work for Leslie because of everything she's done. She ends up leaving. So that's when they had a conversation, even Derek. By the end of that conversation, he agreed to work for them, but he doesn't want to report to Leslie. He wants to report to her. But yeah, he gonna be working at the clinic, y'all. Hold on. He's gonna be working at the clinic. What else? Oh, let's go back to Leslie. She showed up at the police station and he was like, basically you in the wrong place. I said, right. She done came to the police station, but she was like, he has connections and stuff. Um, and she mentioned them being basically family. So he assumed that she was talking about the fact that Naomi and Ted was Naomi's uncle or something like that. And she was like, no, your son is dating my daughter. And I said, oh. I sure was trying to figure it out. I said, oh. And he advised her to tell Eva that Isaiah is not one to commit. That he's not one to commit and everything. So she, Leslie, she don't care nothing about none of that. Um, and I think what else happened? I think before she left, she was saying that wifey yours is lucky. She see where his baby boy get his good looks from. And I said, look, I've been studying seeing people say that Elon look good. I said the same thing. I said, y'all focus, y'all. Hold on. I said, Leslie, you right? No. uh, Jacob, I think wasn't Jacob on the phone with Elon before he seen Isaiah? Yeah. I was like, this is the worst undercover work I've ever seen. I'm like, what's going on there? Cause I was like, you ain't supposed to be on the phone. I think they're in a different area, but at the same time, if somebody's supposed to show up, you don't know when he gonna show up. You probably don't even know what he looked like. So why would you be on the phone talking about undercover work? How you know they ain't watching you right now? He's on the phone updating Elon and everything. Phone, he ends up running to Isaiah. Isaiah said something about he came to get some food, about a block from there or something he said, but you could tell, I don't know. To me, when he was talking to Eva, and she was talking about having a partner that's in education and all this other stuff, he made a face. So I'm like, what's up? Whatever they was talking about or what? Like, what was it? That's how I know he ain't. That's how I know he might as well ain't being a model if he is. But yeah, what else? I think House Pain finna come on. Y'all gotta hurry up. Let me see what else. Jacob and Isaiah, he was just questioning him about what he doing there. He ends up telling him he just trying to get some food, so he told him get up out of there. I said, now first Smitty done showed up where he at. Now Isaiah, but he didn't know he was gonna be there, I don't think. But yeah, Ashley and Shanice, they were just talking about her 1 year anniversary, everything that's happened and stuff like that. Naomi and Elon, he wanted her to talk to Jacob about basically quitting. And she was like, no, you're supposed to trust him. He's been working hard for years and all this other stuff. And he kept saying he's worried. And he got some officers that's in the hospital. Well, one was in the hospital and one he wasn't so lucky. Hold on. And one he wasn't so lucky and stuff. But she was like, no, I'm trusting him and I have to believe that he's going to be okay. Then she messed around and snitched that he came home or whatever. That was the first thing. Then she turned around and said he gave her a burner phone. And he was definitely ready to pull Jacob out then. And I was like, y'all might be right. Because somebody said Elon going to get hurt. And the last thing is some dude named Smoke Kane, not Kane, you got him, gave him some keys to a vehicle or something like that. Well, I think that was it. Somebody named R texted Jacob, and I was like, okay, was the dude named Ren? Cause remember I've been trying to figure out that dude name. I'm assuming his name was Ren. But yeah, that's it, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next video. Until next time, deuces, have a great rest of the night. Hold on. Have a great